Nathan go merere te lawa, go ngai tabua, ando talita kana vararonga na Radio Fiji 1 nando maiviti.
Radio Fiji 1 nando maiviti.
Yana Vinaka and good morning, Fiji. In this bulletin, still no clear winner in U.S. election. Ratanangama unhappy with Sudelpa. And families stuck in Middle East due to COVID-19.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spade.
Joe Biden is one key to the White House, but at the same time, President Trump is trying to change the locks. Trump's early lead in the elections has been eaten away as the postal votes are counted, and he is not happy about it. More. Senior member of the Social Democratic Liberal Party, Ratanangama Lalambalavu, has publicly stated that he is not happy with what is happening within the party. Ratanangama was approached outside a management board meeting in Suva yesterday afternoon, where he made a rare public statement saying he's just making up the numbers. The meeting was to discuss the processes for the election of Sudelpa leader and deputy leader. Ratanangama Lalambalavu says he's not pleased with how the meeting went and he was only tagging along. Only a few short months ago, the Vakandrove High Chief was behind moves to wrestle power and gain control of Sudelpa, setting up a faction, holding meetings and even electing office bearers. Judging from his comments, it seems Sudelpa's assurances that its deep-rooted divisions have been resolved may not have been entirely true.
Well, that happens in almost all meetings that we attend, especially this one. It's a political party.
Unregulated and uncontrolled development over the years has the local government ministry worried. Minister Pramila Kumar says control measures need to be strengthened and a review of the Town Planning Act and the Subdivision of Land Act will address this problem. Kritika Kumar reports.
The review will consider decentralizing approvals so that only major development proposals are forwarded to the Town and Country Planning Department.
To respond effectively, it is therefore important that Fiji's planning legislation must be updated regularly. It should be appreciated and noted that modern development trends demand a modern planning system that must be user-friendly.
New law will also be on par with international planning standards, and centralizing major land and building development applications will mean approvals can be issued within a week.
This particular reform that we are trying to put in place, our key focus, is to serve our customers and ensure the ease of doing business in Fiji is not impeded by our practice, because some of our practices are so outdated.
She adds there are provisions in the draft bill for fast-tracking provisions, while the Town and Country Planning Department is already streamlining processes.
We ensure that only accredited persons, those who are qualified and have the relevant experience and skills and knowledge of building, for instance, to actually lodge the applications with municipal councils.
The entire review is designed to make building planning laws and development control guidelines modern and practical. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
The government is working on repatriating from the Middle East a Fijian family who have been stranded since the pandemic hit. Permanent Secretary of the Prime Minister's Office, Yogesh Karan, says there were initially 2 families, but one have made it home, while the government looks for flights for the other. Karan confirms some form of assistance is being given to the family of 4, and they should return home by mid-next month. Meanwhile, a large number of those who were stranded in India because of medical treatment have returned.
So fortunately, almost everyone is back now. I think 1 or 2 would be there, but they haven't really approached us. So I understand they are undergoing further medical treatment. But all the ones that were on our list, they are safely back in the country.
Karan says some flights may be scheduled before Christmas, and anyone still stuck in India can contact our High Commission in New Delhi. Prime Minister Vurengam Bainimarama yesterday opened a new $5 million complex at Mahatma Gandhi Memorial High School in Nambour. The complex has modern classrooms, science labs and teacher facilities. It promises 900 students a fine start in life and can accommodate more students in the future.
What the Gujarat Education Society has accomplished with this new facility will continue to set high standard for education in our country. And we all know that quality education thrives on high standards. We need to set high standards for our children, and we need to set high standards for ourselves, for the quality of our instructions for the way we design and equip our facilities, and for the example we set.
The new normal is not only about being safe during this pandemic. Speaking during the Total 2020 Innovative Seminar, Total Director Kazi Rahman says new normal is not only about social distancing, workplace constraints or travel restrictions, as it is about coming up with new business models and getting the right mindset in life. He says it challenges us on how we do things, and it's critical to innovate and collectively collaborate to ensure we take the next step forward.
New normal is not about ensuring individual and collective safety during this pandemic. What we now refer to as new normal is much bigger than that. The new normal encompasses every aspect of life, be it family, society, or work.
Up ahead, NAITASIRI aware of Stallion's threat, and Hitman ready for Terminator.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
NAITASIRI's humility on and off the field has been a highlight of their 2020 Skipper Cup campaign, and they continue to raise the bar. This is something the Highlanders will be banking on as they prepare to take on Nadrunga in the semi-final of the Skipper Cup tomorrow. Though the side has defeated Nadrunga twice this season, head coach Ilaitia Tuisese says they will not underestimate the Stallions.
They're used to playing in the semis, and we also, like the last 3 years, we've lost to Nadrunga, and then I think it's time now for us to go hard and go straight to the final.
NAITASIRI boxer Chese Ravundi believes he can win the vacant World Boxing Foundation Asia Pacific Super Welterweight title next week. Ravundi will fight Fiji's welterweight champion Ronald the Terminator Naidu for the title at Prince Charles Park in Nadi next weekend. Naidu defeated Ravundi in their first fight last year, but the man known as the Hitman says there's a lot on the line for him in this fight. Ches is the son of former Fiji heavyweight champion Joe Ravundi.
This fight is really important for me because this is my step back to the ladder to go back to overseas. So I can't lose this fight. I really want this fight to happen, so I can't wait. I can't wait for next week.
Rio football head coach Marika Rondu says it's important not to put pressure on the players as they head into the last round of the Vodafone Premier League. With only 2 days to go and the pressure building up, Rondu says how they approach and manage the game will be a key factor. He says scoring 8 goals against Lautoka will be tough, but they will try nevertheless.
We need to enjoy the game and take the pressure, play with the pressure, and just have fun. We don't want to overthink about the game. We don't want to over-concentrate. But as long as we can keep and maintain the arousal level in the players, I think we'll be in a good space to take on Lautoka.
Quick look at the weather map for today. It is finally Friday, the 6th of November. The weekend is pretty much upon us. Cloudy periods of some showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. Elsewhere, fine apart from afternoon or evening showers and thunderstorms. Isolated heavy falls and thunderstorms expected in the afternoon or evening. And moderate to fresh easterly winds, gusty at times, rough seas can be expected. That is UFBC Morning News. Join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. Remember, in times of crisis, you need factual news that you can trust. Stop believing fake news about the COVID-19 on social media. Fight misinformation by getting only the facts about the coronavirus from verified news sources like FBC's TV, radio and digital media news. FBCnews.com.fj, keeping Fijians connected with the truth.
Hi, my name is Prashant. I live in Suva. I love Mirchi FM because Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.